The sand. It's so sandy and sanderific and sand.
How thoughtful.
This is why we don't let PTN do the intros most of the time.
That was deep. Seriously.
Guys, doesn't the sand look different to you?
No. All the
Not
sand
really.
looks the same.
We're going to a pyramid.
That's something, I suppose.
Oh my goodness, it's PK.
Every character is PK. Except
That's
for Kyle.
me.
Kyle is K-Man.
That's me. Then I'd be amazed. I look at myself in the mirror every day.
For long periods of time. Just striking poses.
There. Oh yeah.
Even though you do that anyway, I'm sure.
Oh yeah. Of course.
Oh, flashbacks.
More story. It's cool that you get to see this from both perspectives.
What are you talking
Yeah.
about? We're on Eirika's route. We don't have any idea what's going on in the others.
Can we let's see if we can find any plot holes. I mean, besides, like, the characters being in different spots.
And I guess there's a Glenn plot hole in Ephraim.
Yeah, you never learn about Glenn. It's kind of interesting.
I thought we
My
already
God.
discussed what Glenn was.
What did we say it was?
Oh, I don't remember. But we said he was like another character in disguise.
Oh, yeah, we did. We mentioned something like that. I don't remember what it was.
Do
Oh,
we
Glenn?
ever remember anything?
What?
Do we ever remember anything? No, we don't.
Obviously not. I don't.
I don't even remember what I had for breakfast this morning. Did I even eat breakfast this morning?
What did I
Very
do all day?
What did I do today? Oh, I played Skyrim.
I went to work.
Why are you
Not all
such
day.
a soft?
I had to, yeah. It was actually a pretty busy day today. So,
Uh-oh. Would you accept this?
but now it's time to unwind
He's gonna pop the question, man.
with some Fire Emblem.
This
Check it
chapter,
out. It's an Oasis.
this chapter's annoying.
Very annoying.
Jehanna Hall is the worst designed castle I've ever seen, ever.
It's like
Yeah. The way you have to travel through it, you'll find out how stupid it is.
It's like the treasure chests are in a weird place, the throne room is secluded, support beams are in the wrong place, it's just a mess.
I don't know.
Crazy architecture. And yeah, they're talking about he's dangerous.
Well,
Approaching him will
yeah.
be a serious challenge, we can double.
We can take him. Dot dot dot.
Yes,
The
we get it. It's retake it.
If we don't retake the palace, then we're gonna lose the sacred stone. Well, yeah, that's the idea.
Well,
Mhm. Oh,
Hey.
look at this.
Oh, it's a sword master.
This guy looks pretty
Look at this
cool.
rugged- He's
Look at him.
rugged.
I wish this guy was a
Carlyle.
cool character. This guy doesn't actually look like a throwaway boss. He actually looks like a cool character.
I imagine
definitely
Carlyle
looks-
could be played by Nicolas Cage.
Jeez. Here we go.
Nicholas.
But you see, he's not in a bear suit, and he hasn't punched Ismaire yet in the face. So that already rules out Nicolas Cage. And there's no bees to be found. He's not turning into a flaming skeleton. So kind of rules out all of the Nicolas Cage.
It's like, Your Highness, no, my queen. It's your own fault. You too.
He's not searching for treasure. So no Nicolas Cage here. Just this guy.
He's horny. You know he's horny.
My soldiers didn't put my swords in alphabetical order.
Jeez.
You know, slim sword, iron sword, steel sword.
What comes after Steel Sword?
Silver
You
Sword.
know,
Ah, you got it. Well done.
if
No.
you couldn't tell already, this boss is a sword master, and he's a good one.
Oh, he's good, yeah. Just like Bagard with no pushover, this guy is definitely a formidable foe. I also like Ismaire's icon, too. She's like this weird, like, queen class. Kind of interesting.
Her pale beauty.
People say Emperor Vigard is no pushover. Crits in 2 hits.
Yeah. Well, that was just Ephraim being a boss.
Yeah, it was just Ephraim. We don't have Ephraim here to help us out, though.
There's only room for one boss. And that would be Ross.
Mistake.
Ross the boss. Carlyle.
Carlyle, get yourself.
Alright, who cares about Carlyle? He's gonna die. My god, it's just going on and on and on and on.
Basically, Carlyle is deciding with the wrong sword.
Yeah. Exactly.
And he's gonna pay for it. Oh boy.
Oh, he
Get
will.
over yourself.
He will pay. Oh,
And
oh
look.
my.
Looky there.
It's like C-3PO.
Promotion.
Oh my.
Oh no, it's like George Takei. Oh my.
He's a real mage. With real
Sir,
light.
Well, let's see. In the other part, in SM's part, he's still a pupil, but in this
He's
part,
Yeah.
he's gonna be...
Which class are you going? Mage or shaman?
A shop.
Shaman. That's the same one I'm gonna pick too.
That's interesting. And I'm pretty sure that... actually, I think the... Crap, what am I trying to say? The weapon level, when you switch to shaman from a pupil, goes down.
Well, you don't get to use
Well-
anima as a shaman,
Yeah, but you gain dark.
but you gain dark.
Let me actually check that.
So, yeah, it's kind of interesting.
See, I just showed you. His anima level is blanked out.
Yeah, you can't use anima. But dark magic's pretty awesome,
It is.
especially if you have
Packs a punch.
a shaman that isn't terribly slow. And E1 speed is pretty average, but average is good.
Well, yeah, I guess average for a mage. Yeah.
Average for a mage. is-
Oh, what was the weapon level for your E1?
It's probably
I
E.
think he had an E.
Oh, okay. Because what happens is behind the scenes, it just anima turns into nothing. I think it says here that the programming of the game makes anima equal to 0. Like the weapon level, instead of being E, just turns into 0, so you don't see
For
it.
anima equal to 0.
That's what I showed.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
playing with levels.
The queen is the queen the boss?
The queen.
Queen of White Dunes.
Are we gonna show off super recruits?
No.
Oh,
If you, well, I'll explain them. I might as well, since
Yeah,
you
we
guys
can
are
explain.
sticking around in the status screens. If you play through the game a second time after having a completed file, and you level up Ross, Amelia, or Yuan, you can get classes known as super recruit. Well, they're not really called super recruits, super trainee,
That's
and
just-
super journeyman, but that's sort of the fan name applied to them.
Yeah.
But you can keep them as their original class, and they'll actually do really well, and they turn out, for the most part, better than any of the other class choices. But the only problem is, well, in the case of Ewan just becomes a monster, because he can use anima, light, and dark if he stays a
But
pupil.
no staves.
But no staves. So I personally like having staves over light magic with Ewan, so I always go druid. But you know, that's pretty awesome.
they also hog a lot of experience.
They will hog a lot of experience.
If you don't
Uh-uh.
use the other, like, skirmishes and tower and whatever.
I forget if does Amelia get another weapon? I forget.
What do you mean?
Like if she stays her trainee class.
Oh, sorry guys, I was called off again.
No, if Amelia stays her trainee class, I think she just keeps lances, right?
Yes,
Doesn't
and she
get
gains plus 15 critical, so she
Oh, that's
basically
right.
becomes a halberdier in a sense.
That's right. Yeah, pretty much. It's the same with Ross. He'll keep just axes, but gain that
Yeah.
15% critical, which is
But
what
you
berserkers
shouldn't-
kind of do anyway. So
Ross's enhanced journeyman class is actually horrible because it has worse caps than a berserker, and it doesn't get the mountain and water movement.
right. The only one I'd say it's worth it with is well, Amelia if you want like a halberdier, but Ewan is definitely a good choice because you can master
Yeah.
the triangle.
Wait, this
the trinity.
journeyman base, is that just a class up?
What do you
Wait.
mean, just a class up?
It's like when a cavalier turns into a paladin. It's basically just
Yeah.
your
Yeah.
basic one.
Yeah, it's kind of lame. This is like, oh, you go from a journeyman to a journeyman, and then you go from a journeyman to a journeyman.
You keep the same boring animation too. I
Oh,
don't know if you guys play with animations on, but
that's interesting though, because Journeyman 2 can turn into a hero.
Oh yes, that's true. Because, yeah, like the middle journeyman, the middle recruit, the middle pupil, yeah, they have a promotion choice too.
yeah. Okay, there's a lot of units with little shields next to them.
3 bosses.
This chapter actually has 3 bosses.
Wait, we're gonna fight Carlyle, Calic, and Lion?
Oh
Yep,
yeah,
and
it's on.
Ismaire. And the queen just sitting on a throne.
And the queen is probably gonna get corrupted by the Darkstone, and then we'll have 4 bosses.
Yeah.
That would be quite a plot twist. Or they should have just an all boss chapter. Boss rush.
Boss rush. No, boss butch.
Boss Butch, that's right. Sticking with Kirby Superstar. Oh. There goes Ismaire.
Uh-oh, hostage.
Oh, by the way, Calic is from Jehanna, just saying.
Yep.
Is. So is
And
a certain
Carlyle.
other character.
Yeah, Carlyle seems like he's in a little bit over his head. I don't think he
Yeah.
really realized what he was getting himself into.
He got hoodwinked. He got
Yeah.
hustled.
He did.
Not lay a hand on my queen!
Oh.
I'm not like that freak Valter. I'm kind to
Valter. Oh, we'll
Now
be
move
doing
or you will die.
Valter would do things to her.
unpleasant things.
Oh look. Now he's being tasked with killing us.
Fantastic.
Isn't that wonderful?
But anyway, back to the promotion choice thing. Yeah, Journeyman 2 can become a hero, Recruit 2 can become a paladin, and Pupil 2 can become Sage?
I think so.
Isn't there a super recruit tree beyond super recruit?
No, now we're getting to like Dragon Ball Z logic where there's Super Saiyan 20.
It's like, this is a Super Saiyan. This is a Super Saiyan ascended past the Super Saiyan.
It's like, oh, you're the first in 1,000 years to achieve Super Saiyan. Oh, now everybody's Super Saiyan.
It's like, oh, that's Vegeta actually said something just like that. It's
Oh,
like,
you're the first one in
since-
history.
Since when did the ancient legend of the Super Saiyan become a child's plaything?
Yeah, I remember that quote. That was a good quote. 'Cause it's true. That's what happens.
It does.
Stupid Trunks. Stupid Goten.
You know,
They're
Trunks-
lucky to have such legendary DNA.
Right. But yeah, that was a little ridiculous how they did that. I thought after I don't know how much you want to talk about Dragon Ball Z, but after Cell when Gohan ascended, I thought that was like a good endpoint. But nope, Super Saiyan 3, then GT with Super Saiyan 4, and then Super Saiyan 5 and Gold and Ape, and like it just got kind of messy.
Yeah, DBZ was actually originally supposed to end after Frieza saga.
Right.
There was never a Super Saiyan 5. I think you're thinking of Super Saiyan 4 Fusion.
Whatever. It's all the same.
There's no 5.
You just lose track at this point.
And then all these 12-year-old kids made up the next series, and they have, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
In their fan fiction.
There's stupid fan fictions, there's stupid videos.
That's what Dragon Ball GT essentially was, a fan fiction,
It's like,
if you think about it. It wasn't created by the original guy.
Gohan's the strongest in the universe. Can't beat Omega Shenron.
It was just someone's interpretation of how the story continued.
And yes, I'm gonna make it to Renak pretty early.
I think the best thing that came out of GT was Super 17.
Well, yeah, 17 is awesome. And Super 17, well, he's
Super 17 and the first baby, not the freaking Tuffle planet.
I never watched much of GT, or any of it really, so.
Baby, 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 oh!
I prefer the Heavy Bieber version of that song.
Jeez.
Heavy Bieber was amazing.
Baby!
Baby, baby, baby,
Oh
oh!
dear. Oh, what has happened to this Let's Play?
I am Heavy Weapons guy, and this is my Let's Play.
I pick weapons up and then I put them down.
Oh man. Team Fortress 2. I love that game too.
That is a great game. It's free on Steam.
Free. So get it.
I should probably get it and play with you guys.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, I have it.
Then we can trade hats.
And weapons.
Because that's what you do in that game. It's all about hats.
There's actually an interesting little crafting system. Basically, like, you can take the weapons you don't want and make them into weapons that you do want.
Why can't we do that in this Fire Emblem?
I don't know. It would be pretty awesome to smelt down some weapons that you don't need anymore. That would be great.
They should have had a forge system in 7 and 8 where you could... all the weapons that are like, at low use numbers, you just like melt them together or whatever.
Or you can like pay to repair them. That would be interesting.
That would be good too.
Oh, Ross missed twice?
But you gotta level up.
Happened.
Oh, that's the same thing I did with Vanessa.
But yeah, it's just, I don't know. I think Shadow Dragon fixed that. Shadow Dragon had a combined feature.
Yeah.
Or if you had like...
It had a really good forge too.
It did. If you had like 2 iron swords with like really low uses, you could combine them together to make 1 iron sword with combined uses. So that was really useful.
Very nice. And another thing I liked about Shadow Dragon was that the forge could be applied to any weapon. You could forge Marth's rapier and make a super rapier.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. I enjoyed that.
What was the enemy empire of Shadow Dragon?
I think it was the Dolhr, or I don't know how you pronounce it.
I don't know. Yeah.
Dolhr.
Yeah. Dolhr.
Well, I think what's his name?
Medius?
No, the guy who becomes the emperor of that.
Oh,
that
Hardin.
Oh, Hardin, yeah.
Hardin.
Yeah, he becomes the emperor of that territory in Fire Emblem 3. But I like how you can turn him into a Myrmidon, and into a priest.
A priest.
He used to be a cool cavalier with a turban, but now he became the Emperor of Akania.
I turned Rise into a cavalier, I think.
That's pretty funny.
A bald cavalier.
One that was really useful was I forget if it was like Card or Bard or Cord or those beginning fighters.
Cord, Board, and Marst.
Yeah, if you turn, I think, Cord into a shaman, he actually does really well.
Really?
Because he has like a surprisingly awesome magic growth. So,
that's interesting.
that was one of the more interesting ones.
I just use Marst.
Of course you have...
really best.
Yeah. Of course you have Sedgar as a general, who just like destroys everything.
Sedgar, just woo! Him and Wolf, they have those
Wolf.
insane growth rates.
Yeah.
I tried 5-star difficulty on Shadow Dragon, and you will never. I've gotten past a few chapters, but I don't think you'll ever go through the game without losing someone.
You pretty much have to use absolutely everyone the game gives you, like every single best unit. You cannot afford to play favorites with like your lesser guys.
You pretty much have to let people die.
A strategy would probably be to like send people to die, essentially. Diversions.
That would
Use Sedgar, use Wolf, use Jagan early on.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Renek's stealing all the shit.
use lots of forges.
Lots of forges.
Yeah, I held back from using Jagan a lot, but even he is vulnerable.
He is. And you'll be like totally needing him, even in the first chapter of 5-star hard mode.
I didn't use him. One attempt I made, I successfully beat a chapter without using him. But it was really stressful because you always have to rely on luck with the avoid with trees
Right.
and houses.
That's why it's a good idea to use.
Yeah. But I'm stubborn, so I just...
Oh yeah, and another thing that's kind of lame about 5-star hard mode, but it just adds to the challenge. You can't take advantage of the prologue to level up Cain, Abel, and Frey.
Yeah.
And that helped.
And Frey is pretty badass too if you play.
Yeah, Frey's good.
You know, not normal mode where you actually get to use the prologue. Because it's kind of like the opposite of Fire Emblem 7. In Fire Emblem 7 you had Kent and Sane who were really good, and then you had Lowen who's like just kind of meh.
I like Lowen.
He's actually not meh. He's actually arguably as good as them.
He never turned out that good for me. I don't know why.
Lowen doesn't like you.
I don't know what it was.
Well,
But-
Lowen usually is supposed to be a tank on a horse, and that's really cool.
That is cool, but for me, he always gets screwed somehow.
Ooh, I like how this turned out.
Yeah, look, I recruited Renek early.
Yep, and with no gold. Very nice.
Arachel is so stubborn and so headstrong that she pretty much gets him for free.
Yeah. But yeah, in Shadow Dragon, Frey is arguably, you know, the best of the three.
Best.
I think.
Yeah.
And you lose him in hard mode. Although Cain and Abel are also very good.
Yeah. And so is Hardin when you get him.
And Hardin, he is good too.
That's
Hardin
kind of
sounds
interesting to think about. You have the final boss of the next game. Oh, not the final boss, but a late game boss in your party.
Yeah, it's cool. I like how they did that. It would have been really cool if they did like a file, or if they did like a stat transfer system.
Yeah.
Of course, it wouldn't work because if you got him to like level 20, then no one would be able to beat him. But
Right.
Ladies and gentlemen, the incorruptible Princess of Rouston.
Yeah. She's shrewd. Very shrewd.
Taming of the Shrew.
But yeah, I have Renek, and you already know him. You already know what he does. He's got the member card, as usual.
And his animation on the bottom left is funny.
Yeah, whooshu, whooshu,
Zoom,
whooshu.
zoom, zoom, zoom.
Are you gonna show off his battle animation? I didn't even
No.
fight with Renek
Oh,
once.
he's from Carcino?
Yeah,
Isn't he the only unit we have from Carcino?
I think so.
yeah.
And I'm not counting E1 or Saleh because that's not really part of Carcino.
Oh yeah. Soleil's from Carapalin. Yeah, they're from Carapalin, which is not Carcino.
Well, technically, Saleh is from there, but Saleh is also from the forest, wherever that forest is called.
Darkling Woods.
Darkling Woods, yeah.
And isn't Ewan technically from Jehanna, because that's where his sister is from?
Yep. And I think isn't. Oh, we'll find this out later.
Yeah, we'll.
I won't say anything.
I think we kind of already alluded to it, but
But
that's
I'm
alright.
pretty sure that Tethys is related to the Empress of Jehanna.
I'm pretty sure everyone in our party is secretly royalty. even Ross and Garcia.
Ross and Garcia.
Ross, there's a small republic within Ranias.
The Republic of Ross.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
That's a question to pose. Is this the Fire Emblem game with the most royals in your party?
No,
Oh, okay.
no.
Oh no, the Fire Emblem.
Title goes to Fire Emblem 4
Oh yeah, that's true. Fire Emblem
because I'm pretty sure your entire, except for a couple people, but everyone's from a duchy.
Yeah.
Ah, I see. So that's a good point. I guess Radiant Dawn would be high up on the list as well,
Yeah.
but not the most.
Yeah.
You have.
Not percentage-wise. Maybe the most period, but not the most percentage-wise.
Is Micaiah a royal though?
No.
Well,
But
technically,
she's revealed to be the rightful royal of something, but
yeah.
Because I
Not
know
really.
Soren is supposed to be the prince of Dayan,
So, yep.
and then you also have what's his name?
Helios.
Peleus, the
the actual Prince of Day.
Yeah.
no, well,
King.
the figure.
King, that's right. Then Sanaki, and you have quite a bit.
Oh yeah. Let's not forget the Laguz Kings and
That's right.
Queen.
A solid tip line.
Kanagus, Nala. You get a lot of pretty overpowered units in that game.
Yeah.
I see you're making use of all your chest keys.
Indeed. Why not use them?
Garrick's just chilling back there.
Oh, he's got a reason to be there. He's got.
Yeah. But he's like, screw you guys going into this maze-like castle. I'm just gonna chill out here.
As you can see, this castle is poorly designed, because if you send anybody in this center area, they kind of have to go all the way around, like breaking a wall and just going through the right-hand side to get to the throne room.
Right. It's so stupid.
I'm kind of disappointed that Lion was never recruitable in this game.
Well, not recruitable in the story, but
you can get him in your party through certain means, but we're gonna cover that in post-game.
Oh, that's interesting. That's good to know.
But of course, it is like a real pain to do, and
yeah.
to go through all that trouble is, probably not gonna happen anyway. But
You can get him.
it's like when you could get Ashnard in Path of Radiance if you beat the game like 10 times or something stupid.
What?
I don't think it's that level of stupid, but it's stupid.
Yeah, it's not quite that bad, but it's
When would you use him?
in the trial map.
I ain't playing that many times.
I know, I like the game, but 10 times? That's a little
Who
much.
figured that out?
Ooh.
More defense. It's not, I don't know, it's just unlockable.
That doesn't count because he's a shaman now.
Thanks to this game's map system and creature campaign, it had no need for trial maps.
Right. Creature Campaign was an awesome idea. I think more Fire Emblem games should do that.
It was, yeah.
And people give it this reputation that, oh, Secret Zone sucks.
It doesn't
It
suck.
sucks.
It's just it has a different appeal.
If you allow yourself to get the easy experience from the Tower of Valny, the ruins, and you have the challenges you have to artificially make, which I guess is what people are bothered with.
Right. I mean,
Even
it's
though in the other Fire Emblem games, like Fire Emblem 6 and 7, you can still abuse bosses or the arena.
right. But yeah, I think this game gets criticized for having more readily available options to just get infinite experience. Whereas in games like Fire Emblem 6 and 7, at least they were designed to be
Right.
like you only have a limited amount and whatever. But of course, there's ways to abuse it. As people have found out.
Yeah, as you can see, Garrick's got company.
He's ready with his Zanbato.
Oh yeah.
Carlyle, you aren't just a regular moron. You were designed to be a moron.
Portal. Lol.
Portal 2.
Jeez.
Speaking of Portal 2,
That's a thing. So is that. It's a Dragon Spear.
We have a project of Portal 2 going on by a different group of our good friends. You should know them by now.
Hey, one of them's in this game. Isn't he?
Yeah.
K-Man.
That green-haired guy.
Greener.
Of course, the
The Dragon Spear is really good in this game.
It is. It is.
It's good against wyverns and dragons, but they're better used for wyverns.
And I'm saving that Dragon Spear. I'm not going to use it in this chapter.
Yeah, no reason to.
I let Tana just wreck stuff.
Oh yeah, it's great on Tana. And don't get me started on putting it on Ephraim.
Oh, jeez, forget it. Ephraim doesn't need any more buffs.
Yeah, he doesn't. I'm pretty sure that in my file, Ephraim was holding 3 Holy Lances.
3. Oh yeah, you told me about this before. You had the Region Leaf. He had the
Region Leaf Sigmund and
Oh, Vidofner.
yeah
Vidofner. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I gave the Vidofner to Cormac.
Yeah, that's what I did too.
Special lances.
Oh yeah, Sacred Twins. We've seen them all so far though.
Oh yeah. And this
Yeah.
chapter yield Sacred Twins as well.
Yep. Every major castle in the whole of Magville has the Sacred Twins.
We have the Sacred Axe and the Sacred Dark Toe. So let's see what we get here.
We'll probably get something stupid like the Sacred Bard Song and the Sacred Dancer or something.
Sacred Bard Song. You sing it and everybody on the map gets defense and resistance up.
No, here's what it does. You sing and everyone feels good, but nothing happens. It's like
That would be horrible.
it's like the Splash from Pokemon.
I see. It's just purely for laughs.
It's for the lulls.
Oh,
And I hate that one of the Sacred Twins, when you use it, it actually only gives you 10 experience, and we'll see that later.
oh yeah.
I hate that.
I know what you're talking about.
That's like
like
I
a
went
gift.
through the pit of 100 trials, and all I got was a friggin' dried shroom. No, it's Palace of Shadow. I'm sorry. Wrong
Yeah.
one.
No, yeah, Palace of Shadows.
Palace of Shadow, and all I got was a dried shroom.
Take down that guy. Ouch. Even though the return postage badge from getting through the pit of 100 trials wasn't exactly the greatest reward.
The greatest reward was getting through that stuff.
Can you believe we actually commentated on that massive pit?
Oh yeah, I remember when K-Man couldn't make it to part of the commentary,
Oh yeah, and we made jokes about it.
and then he came in at the very end. He's like, "Hey guys, I made it. I did it. I defused the bomb."
The bomb in the tree was no more. That is quite a plot hole though in that game. Oh,
Ooh,
Berserk Stat.
Berserk. Thankfully,
look
there's only
at.
one guy with it.
Guys,
What?
doesn't Chapter 14 look different to you?
Oh, not
This is
this.
what happens. You give PTM an inch and he takes a mile.
Now, fortunately, it's only being wielded by a priest, and this priest has low magic, so his hit rate's going to be horrible.
Yeah.
Well, that doesn't stop stupid units with low hit percentages from trying, and sometimes they'll succeed.
Yeah,
Indeed.
see, in my chapter you have to deal with druids.
Yeah. Well, much. Huzzah!
That's all.
Gotta love the elixirs. I'm finally busting out the elixirs from my inventory.
Yeah.
Vulneraries just don't cut it anymore.
Nope.
Now
This
I'm
is so
gonna
stupid. You just gotta like snake around this whole castle.
Yeah, it's a labyrinth.
It really is. It's worse than Labyrinth Zone from Sonic the Hedgehog.
Labyrinth zone. Oh yes, aka the first zone where you can drown.
First zone where you quit and give up.
Couldn't you? And the first time where you hear that catchy drowning theme.
Uh-oh. That was intense. I really enjoyed that.
I liked it too. It had that urgency.
Right. It was different. Because they could have just, been like, it's like bubble sounds or Sonic running out of air or something. But that was really dramatic. Especially for the Genesis, like,
Yeah.
at the time, it was pretty cool.
That game had a great soundtrack in general.
It did.
So kudos, Sonic, kudos. You used to be amazing. And you've been making a comeback of sorts lately. I liked Sonic Generations.
Yeah, from what I hear, Generations was good. I didn't play it, but I want to get
played
it.
a few zones of it, and it is legit, from what I saw.
Sonic Heroes, though, wasn't exactly your finest moment.
Especially that theme song.
Da-na-na-na-na-na.
Big's gotta find Froggy.
I gotta find Froggy.
Oh yeah. Remember all of our Froggy references? Those
So
were
stupid.
No.
That whole plot line of Team Rose was just like, what? Like, what game am I playing?
What game are we playing right now?
I don't even know.
Fire Emblem, the Sacred.
Fire Emblem Heroes.
Jeez.
Uh-oh.
Berserkness. Now, could you steal staves in this game? I forget.
No.
That question might have to wait till later.